Hi, it's Karen. In today's video I'm going to show you some other ways of using your Stampin' Right markers. Okay, today we're going to use the Petal Pizzazz stamp set, and I know I've shown you this one before. It's a stamp set I really enjoy. One of my earlier videos I showed you how to ink parts of stamps and use them to create a background, and technique I'd like to use today is more of a watercolour technique, and I love products such as our Stampin' Right markers that can be used for a number of purposes. Makes them a lot more economical. So, turn over our stamp using the brush end, which is donated by the white line on the marker, and colour in the stamp using the side of the brush, and that just protects the point of the brush so that you can use it later for colouring. That's Old Olive. We're now going to move to Pumpkin Pie and colour in the next layer of the flower. You don't have to be particularly careful about this, as the ink is going to blend slightly later on. And our last one for the flower is Summer Sun. So we're going out into our brighter colours, as flowers often do. Bright orange in the centre, out to a yellower colour on the outside. So round we go, side of the marker. All the colours I'm using today are from Earth Elements, and that just means it's so easy and you know that your colours will blend. Okay, holding your stamp way out from your mist, just an old cleaner spray bottle, which I of course cleaned with water, and just give it a gentle mist. Not too much is the key there. Bring your piece of Whisper White cardstock in and stamp your flower. And what you're seeing there is the colours have blended together, and you've also got the texture of the water droplets. Now we're just going to let that have a bit of a drying session, and while we're doing that, I'll move that card so it's the right way around. Attach our piece of Old Olive, which I'm going to use as a mat, and I'm using the Old Olive because that's one of the colours we used in the markers, and attaching that to our Close to Cocoa card base, also an Earth Elements colour. And all cards need a greeting, so we're using the Basic Phrases stamp set, which has a lot of choice in it, and today I've chosen to use Hello, and I'm going to use on the Close to Cocoa cardstock chocolate chip marker. And this is how you ink your stamps, with the side of your marker, huff on them to make sure the ink stays wet. Now you've just got to be very careful with these ones that are double mounted, that you get them round the right way, and stamp that in the bottom of the corner of your card. There you go. Now while we've been doing that, the other one has been drying, and we're now also going to use our markers, and we're going to use the journaling end, that's the thin line, just to draw a line around our stamped image. And take the pumpkin pie and the thin journaling end and run a line around the inside of our flower. That's just starting to give our image a bit of lines around the outside and a bit of demarcation between the colours, and we're going to do the same thing with the Summer Sun around the edges of the flower petals. Right, and around we go, and that just gives it a nice crisp outside edge. Keep turning and running your marker around the edge of the image. As it is a watercolour and blotchy image, and meant to be, there's no real need to be absolutely perfect with this outside line. Right, there we go, and as you can see, that's just pulled the image together. So the last thing to do is to add a bit of snail to the back. this is just such a quick wee tool to use. And add your flower into the centre of the mask. And there's your card. A very, very quick way to use your markers for something just a little bit different. If you have any questions, please contact me. Bye.